Today we have from Lake Hickory, Jerry Reeves and Alan Barnhart.
Welcome. Do we have any guests of Rotarians in the room?
Hi, I have with me visiting for his second time Dr. Rick C. Rick is the head of school at Hickory Day School here in Hickory.
Welcome. Happy to have you. Do we have any other guests of Rotarians?
Visiting again today is Ellen Thorne, and she is the major account manager for Hickory Day Record and other publications in the area. How about that? Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
President Mark, I want to introduce Jerry Reeves, who is the wife of our soon-to-be newest member of Rotary, Charlie Reeves. She's a member of the Tuesday Club, so we couldn't get her, so. Jerry Reeves.
Welcome. Happy to have you. Charles?
Thank you. I'm pleased to have the most important member of our family, my wife Elaine, as a guest today. And I'm also pleased to have Ryan Odom, who's the head basketball coach at Lenore Ryan, and according to the record, he's doing a pretty good job.
Welcome, Elaine. Congratulations on the win last night, Coach.
Thank you.
Do we have any other guests of Rotarians? I know we have some student guests here today. Drew?
Thank you, Mr. President. I do want to let these two young ladies introduce themselves, if you would stand. We have Meredith Gladden and Lamaya Shamiz Bennett, and I'm going to let Meredith start an introduction of herself.
Hi, my name is Meredith Gladden. I'm a student at Lenore Ryan. I'm a senior environmental science major. I don't know.
Still plays the cello.
Tell them where you're from.
I'm from Vail, North Carolina. I do play the cello. I just got back from studying abroad in Fiji last semester, where I studied like the utility of using geographic information systems with conservation of like threatened tropical species. So I'm back now. It was a little warmer there.
Thank you, Meredith. Meredith is also a member of Mortarboard, Chi Beta Phi, and Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Societies, and she's a member of Zeta Tau Alpha as well. And now this is Lamaya.
Hi, first off I want to say it's an honor to be here. My name is Lamaya Bennett. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a junior here at LR, and my major is pre-medical science. A little bit about myself. I was born with my right femur shorter than my left, so from that I've had a lot of complications. I broke my right femur about the age of 6, and then I broke my hip at 9, so I've had a lot of complications throughout my life, but I really chose my major because of my disability, and I want to inspire other people to, that they can do anything, no matter what.
And Lamaya is the oldest of 7 children, and so we're excited to have both these young ladies with us today. Thank you, ladies, for being with us.
Welcome, ladies. Thank you for joining us. Do we have any announcements? Do we have any other guests? We got a guest. Do we have any announcements?
Yeah, Mark.
John?
We have string quartet concerts that were scheduled tomorrow at noon and Saturday evening. For those of you that attend, we're contacting everybody, we hope, but just in case, we're going to postpone those a week, so they'll take place next week. Not surprising, but I hear there's a rumor of snow. And those of you that know me know that I'm a Yankee, unrepentant Yankee. I hate to cancel for anything, but this looks like a real
Mother Nature sometimes. Do we have any other announcements? Kathy, do you want to announce the speakers?
Oh, well, I could. Next week, our speaker is going to be Joe O'Connor, who's President and General Manager of WFAE. He's a fascinating speaker. Clem Geiger had him at Lenore Ryan for the Business Council lunch, and some of you may have heard him. And I just recommend you come and bring a guest. He's really, really interesting.
Thanks, Kathy. Also, wanted to mention there's still some volunteer opportunities for the community theater, which we have those sitting over here. You're welcome to look at. There's information on Stop Hunger Now and a website, as well as a sign-up sheet. Thank you, Cliff Moon, for being the first to sign up. So to sign up for Stop Hunger Now. And February 11th, our anniversary luncheon. It's a plated lunch. So we need to give them an accurate count of how many people are going to be here. So if you plan on attending on the 11th, please sign up. And if you're bringing a guest, list them as well, so we can make sure we give the club an accurate count. Also, we received a update from John LaFontaine about his wife Emily. And I'm just going to read his email to you. They received the results of her bone marrow biopsy a week ago and determined that she still has a 1.2% of cancerous cells in her bone marrow. So this was actually good news, not great news, of course. We wanted 0%. But it means that she can receive the light transplant option that is less intense on her body. She'll have tests, I think today. We get this Wednesday. I think she had tests today or yesterday. And for her first day back in the hospital, the following 5 days, Emily will receive chemotherapy. On the 6th day, she will have full body radiation. On the 7th day, she'll have the actual bone marrow transplant. The doctor said the following days of the transplant will most likely be the toughest. If everything goes well, Emily will be in the hospital between 4 and 6 weeks, starting tomorrow. So, and he'll obviously be staying in the hospital with her and commuting from back and forth. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Sounds like it's headed in the right direction, but certainly still got some work to do there. But so be thinking about them. Sunshine Committee, Andrea.
So we want to wish Ray Serta happy birthday. Ray had a birthday on the 18th, and then Oliver Noble has a birthday coming up on the 24th, so we want to say happy birthday to both of them. And then at your table is a flyer to take with you, one to put on your fridge and the other one to give to a friend. But since it was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday this week, we wanted to think about the words that he said in this little photo. It says, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter." And so I thought that was pretty appropriate for so many things that Rotary does and so many things maybe even that your organizations do, the City of Hickory does, and even Friends of Hickory coming up today to talk about their project. So thank you. Take one and give it to a friend.
Thank you, Andrea. Did want to also mention, somebody had mentioned to me that Jill Patton's mother is at Trinity Ridge for rehab for a stroke, so if you keep her family in your prayers. Also, Charitable Giving Committee is now accepting requests for funds, so if you know anybody out there that is looking for some additional funds for projects, that obviously we try to keep them with our with education, youth education, so if anybody knows of anybody, they are accepting applications. Also, John Rambo, where's John? John in the back. John has agreed to do the edit the spoke for us. So that I think deserves a round of applause. He does have a request. He would like somebody to take over the photography portion of it. So if anybody would like to partner with John on that, please let us know. We can get you all hooked up on that. And I believe Sandy has an update for us on that.
Well, as you know, Rotarian Idol is just around the corner, and our auditions start next Thursday and Saturday. And also, at our meeting next Thursday, we will have the tickets and the posters available. And we have two goals this year. First is to sell as many tickets as possible, and second, to pack the house. And we decided that we would have one ticket for $20, and children 12 and under would be admitted free with a paying adult. We thought this would encourage more families to come, and we could get more people in the seats. Now, I know some of you choose to purchase your tickets as opposed to buying them, and in the past have donated those. And we do have several groups, school groups and some of the retirement communities who would like to come, and so those will be put to use. The deadline for ads is February 20th, and again, it's if you've sold your ad and you have the artwork, all of it goes to rotarianidol@gmail.com. And we're also offering personal ads this year for $75. So if you'd like to honor someone, or in memory of someone, or a group, it could be either, for $75 you can do that, and that's a way that you can help us out to make as much money as we can for education. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. Remember, it's our one fundraiser of the year, so please participate in all the areas that Sandy mentioned. If we could get Captain Beth Delaney, as well as her sponsor, Leslie Farrell Middleton, and her mentor, Susan Huffman, to come up front, as well as Charles Reeves, his sponsor, Jeff Bromberg, his mentor, David Moore, and I believe his wife, Jerry, is going to join us as well. It's our privilege to be inducting some new members today. Fellow Rotarians, it is the duty of our Rotary Club to add new members from time to time so that we may not only increase our usefulness and influence as a club, but also to extend the spirit of Rotary throughout the community. Today we welcome to our ranks and admit into membership Bethany and Charles. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster development of acquaintances as an opportunity for service, practice high ethical standards in business, the recognition of worthiness of all useful occupations, the application of the ideal of service by every Rotarian to his or her personal, business, and community life, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business, professional persons united in the ideal of service. I charge you to judge yourself by the Rotary four-way test. Of the things you think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Bethany and Charles, you have been elected to membership in this club because your fellow members believe you to be a worthy representative of your calling, and also to possess qualities that will permit you to exemplify in your public, business, social, and private life the true spirit of Rotary. I wish to impress upon you that you have been admitted not only to the the Thursday Rotary Club of Hickory, but to a worldwide association, and by virtue of your membership in this club, you will be welcomed into the fellowship of any Rotary Club in the world. The honor and privilege of Rotary membership carries with it duties and obligations. You will be expected to attend the club's meetings regularly, to perform your share of club service, and to place your knowledge and talents at the disposal of the club and its tasks of carrying the principles of Rotary into the daily lives of the community. All members, please rise. Bethany and Charles, in the name of the Hickory Rotary Club, I now formally admit you to membership in our club. I ask that, and you can decide who's going to do what, but if your sponsor / mentor / in your case wife will pin your name badge and your pin. There you go.
Go on.
In the coming weeks, you will be asked with which areas of the club you would like to become more involved. Please be thinking about how you can best utilize your talents to benefit the club. fellow Rotarians, I'd like to have you help me welcome our newest members, Rotarian Bethany, who has been loaned the classification of
She's with nonprofit Salvation Army.
Nonprofit Salvation Army. Rotarian Charles has been loaned the classification of
Furniture manufacturing.
Furniture manufacturing. And charge all of you to welcome them. You may now be seated. Not you guys, hold on one second. You just give us 30 seconds about yourself, please.
Well, I'm born and raised here in Hickory. Went to high school here, school at Appalachian State. Met my wife here, been married 37 years. Look forward to working with all of you guys, and that's about it.
Well, my husband and I, we just moved to Hickory this past summer. We came from the Washington, D.C. area, serving the Salvation Army as divisional youth leaders, running the summer camp. So we are excited to be here in Hickory and jump into all the services that the Salvation Army offers here. I have 3 kids. They're 7, 9, and 10. I can remember their ages. And I've been a part of the Salvation Army, grown up in the Salvation Army with my parents have done this. And my dad, actually, when I talked with him this past week, he was excited because he's also Rotarian, and he didn't know I was joining, so he was really excited.
Thank you. Thank you. We're happy to have you folks and look forward to working side by side with you. At the end of the meeting, though, if you could come up to the front, Charles and Bethany, so folks can just say hello as they're leaving. With that, it's time for our program. Bob?
Well, we have a great program today, and it's very exciting to have Friends of Hickory with us. But before I start that, I want to give a little commercial to next week's program. Kathy Greathouse has Joe O'Connor coming. He's the president and general manager of WFAE. And Kathy's a great program, good speaker, good story. Everybody will want to be here next week also. We got good attendance today, right? Yeah, so we look forward to that. Well, again, it's exciting to have Friends of Hickory here. We've got Allison Holtzman and Beth Rogers. Allison really has been doing some great work, both of them has. If you saw the newspaper this morning, there was a front page article, and we're getting ready to break ground, right, in April. And I know you're working with the city and Andrea Surratt. We got a lot of great things planned for this city that's happening real soon. Allison's lived here for 8.5 years. Her and her husband are both physicians, but she's raising her 4 kids right now, the ages of 5 and 12. She's a real community activist. But before I turn the microphone over to them, I want to talk a little bit about our role in Friends of Hickory. If you all remember last year, past President David Moore really pushed through the club for us to help them get started, and we funded in a big way. We donated $14,000, and Allison told me without that, what? They were dead. They weren't moving forward. It helped a lot.
It was our start.
It was the start. And David, I'll tell you, we had a lot of money to give out last year. And is Suzanne Trollan here? Because her year, you know, charitable contributions, we spend it the year after. What we make this year, we'll spend next year. And what Mark's spending this year really came under David's year. But David had a lot of funds last year, and it was great that we were able to do that. But it was really his vision, because he knew that our contributions to Friends of Hickory would make a major impact, and I know that it has. So without further ado, Allison and Beth, thank you.
Beth and I are here today, and we're very excited to update you. I'm walking over here because we have a very short video that I think explains things well and gives you an idea, and then Beth's going to tell you, say a few words, and then I'm going to show you some pictures. And I think you'll be really pleased at what your gift has allowed us to bring to this community. One second, let me get this. Bill. Well, why don't we start with that? And then we'll go from there. The other one's just slides, so we'll get that going. I checked this right before coming. I apologize. We're back up here now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing us to join you here. I was here just about 2 years ago, maybe a little less than that, maybe about 19 months ago, where I got to present and talk about what our initial dream was for Friends of Hickory. And I have to tell you all, first of all, a big thank you. You are the seed that planted this design, this concept, and without Rotary and your $14,000, we were in a place that we were struggling. And with your donation and your contribution, you planted a seed. First of all, I'll take you back to Friends of Hickory. It's an organization of volunteer citizens who first love Hickory, who second are committed to making an investment in Hickory, and also who have a desire to share that story and inspire others to make the same commitment that they are willing to make. Your seed 13 months ago of $14,000 allowed us to move forward with concept drawings for a downtown park. We thank you for that leap of faith and for trusting us to be good stewards of your assets. And now, let us share with you what's happened in the past 13 months. We contracted with Land Design, and they brought our ideas to life with a plan. These drawings allowed us to move forward with fundraising and start promoting the concept of a downtown park. We received a lead gift from Lowe's Foods for $100,000, and they asked that the community match it. The community did, and today we have almost $600,000 in donations and pledges. We have written 10 grants, of which we have received 4, totaling $112,500, and we still have 3 pending. We're in the process of writing 2 more grants that have spring funding cycles. We have raised awareness in this community about what private investments for public good will do and can do. The members of our board have spread the word of Friends of Hickory and activities as they continue to serve and work in the community as volunteers. They take leadership roles and help organizations such as yours here and other local Rotary clubs, the Blockheads, the United Arts Council, CVYSA, the YMCA, the Catawba Science Center Guild, the school PTAs and PTOs, Habitat for Humanity, the City of Hickory's Bond Commission, Catawba Valley Community Foundation, the Chamber of Commerce, and Lenore-Ryan University. We have construction and specific design plans, and that's exciting. Neil Grading and Looper Construction are partnering with us as a gift back to their community. We have brought a mosaic artist onto the project that will bring an educational art component and will allow for hands-on opportunities for community members. These mosaics are going to tell our stories through art and will appeal to all ages that come to the park. We have commissioned Kim Ellington to bring our Catawba Valley pottery culture to the downtown park. We have met with countless groups and individuals to discuss their visions and desires for our community park, including the Ridgeview community, the Arts Council, the Science Center, the Chamber of Commerce, Scott Millar and the Economic Development Commission, city staff and the City of Hickory council members, the Hickory Public Schools, the Hickory Downtown Development Association, and the Western Piedmont Council of Government. So today, where are we? Well, we're growing up. As you all know, we've been under the arm of Partners for Parks out of Charlotte, so that we have allowed our donors to give to a charitable organization, but we're ready to apply for our own 501c status, 501c3 status. We are filing for our articles of incorporation, and we're becoming our own organization through this process. Our goals in 2016 include breaking ground and finishing the park and gifting it back to the community. Hiring a staff member so that we can move forward with new projects and new plans for more investments into our community in somewhat of an organized fashion. We ask that you be our ambassadors and continue to help us grow roots in this community. You are our seed, and we know that you love and appreciate our community as much as we do, and you believe in what this community can become, what it is today, and what it can become in the future. Help share our story, help share with others, help share with us, the others that want to hear our story. We'll go tell anybody our story, so if you know of a group or organization that wants a speaker, call on us. Working together in this community, we can accomplish great things, and I'm really excited about the private dollars that are going into public investment. Allison may have some slides.
Well,
we have some pictures that we'd like to show you, but we're having a hard time getting those up. So we'll let you guys, we're going to address some questions, and Allison has some comments.
Okay, it did work when we got here, and I'm really sorry. First of all, I'm going to describe in words what you will see in pictures, and I really encourage all of you to go to the friendsofhickory.com webpage. It's very easy, just Google Friends of Hickory, and that comes up. We have all the pictures, and I'll tell you where we've been. One, the concept drawings, that was your $14,000. That is what allowed us to have a vision and to share that vision and to say more than just, this is going to be great, please let us do this, but this is what we're going to have in our downtown. This is what's going to change the view of what people see when they come visit Hickory and they say, wow, what's that? And this is a gift from the community. They're going to see a community that's invested in itself, and they're going to see a lively core of the city. And they're going to see all different kinds of people groups in that group. Ages, races will range, ages will range, and that is what we're excited about. The other thing that I want to assure you is that when you gave us that money and we knew that your mission is education in this community, we were committed from day one to put education in this park. One, because we believe that benefits our community and our children, but two, that's something that will bring even more people into our city. That'll bring field trips. It's another option. It also connect us with our already existing Science Center and Art Center. When groups do come into town, they can go downtown, they can play and be outside and have their lunch there, and then they have a shared day with the Science Center, with the Art Center, or with the community theater, because we're going to be right across the street from the community theater. So we're really excited about the location for that, and we're excited about the education, and that's what I was going to show you the pictures of. One of the ways we're going to do this is we have found a mosaic artist who is from California, recently moved to Charlotte. And what she does is incredible, and she's worked on splash pads, on parks, on schools. She brings in, this is going to be a community build component. She kind of puts everything together. She's going to set up shop in our downtown for a few months, and a few days a week she's going to be there. And we're going to be able to schedule art classes, boys and girls clubs, Rotarians like yourself, groups of people that want to come participate in the art. And what that does is it gives you participants a sense of ownership in this park, children and adults, and different groups will be able to come in. And what she's doing in the mosaics is really cool, because she's researching the history of Hickory, she's researching the history of the Catawba Valley and what's been important and what's made a difference. And we're also going to highlight the importance of the Catawba River, and we've said that from day one. So our splash pad, picture this, because I don't have pictures, it's a map on the ground, and it's going to be mosaic tile, flush, so you know you're not going to trip on it. It's permanent and it's safe. It's going to show a true north, true south, where Hickory lies, in different communities in the area, and within those little mosaic regions that represent Hickory, or Conover, or Lenore, they're going to tell stories of the area. And so that's very exciting. You're also going to be able to give a geography lesson and say, look, this is where we sit, and this is this many miles to Charlotte, and this way is Asheville, and that way is Boone. And it's just kind of a cool story of this is where you sit. And we're going to have education panels that are going to tell about the importance of the Catawba River in our region, and how it was the start of industry, and how water provides power, and it provides an environment, an ecology that is healthy, and it's for recreational use, and that's a major, major asset of our area, and we're going to be able to highlight that. And what's particularly cool is with everything going on, the city walk that's going to be connected all the way to the river walk, it directs them to the river. You know, we've connected our areas, and we're going to show them a path, and it also is setting the bar very high for future projects that will come along this city walk and river walk. We're going to have art, we're going to have education, we're going to have recreation, we're going to have, you know, trees, we're going to have play, we're going to have tables for sitting and places to be. The other art component that's going to be there that I think is very fun is when you walk in, there's a big long bench, you know, 20-something feet curved, and it'll be cement, and it's going to have mosaics in there that are inlaid, and they go up into a fence, but it's going to be like a wagon wheel. And these are a new sponsorship opportunity, because instead of sponsoring a bench, you're going to be able to sponsor a portion of this that's going to each have its own wagon wheel, inlaid mosaics of different colors, and we already have 2 sponsors of two parts of this bench that are going to be able to say, okay, what story do I want to tell in my wagon wheel? It can be about somebody, it can be about something they care about, but we feel like that's going to really tell us a neat story. And then also the donor wall at the entrance is going to be a big wheel in different portions and different sizes and colors, and we hope, and this will be with fundraising, and we're having this designed and working with a roller bearing company, that it'll actually be like a kaleidoscope, and there's going to be like different moving parts, so it's going to be interactive. And so every detail in this park is thought out. It's going to be spectacular, and we are so grateful to everybody's help. And any other questions? It's everything, and I will say we are aiming for April. Everything's been approved by the city, and it's just we've had full support, and we're very grateful. So.
Do you have any questions? Anybody have?
Yes.
I guess the question would be, what's next then?
For Friends of Hickory?
Right. What's on your horizon?
What our goal, it will probably not be immediately into another giant physical project. Over the past year, 2 years really, I think almost the bulk of the time has been spent meeting with many of you in this room and many other community leaders that are involved in other important efforts in the community. And we have been able to share needs, share vision, share desire, and what we would really like to do is start partnering with these groups. So if a group is working on something, how can we bring that to light more in the community? How can we partner? How can we partially help raise money towards these efforts? And we've seen a model for this setup, Action Greensboro and Greenville Forward. So Greensboro, North Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina have really strong citizen groups that they set up their plan in different sectors. So they'll say, we're going to focus on education, we're going to focus on the center city, we're going to focus on young professionals, and then we're going to focus on public spaces. And so they figure out, they kind of have a plan of going through each of these. And so that's our vision. And I will say that each of these groups from day one, 2 years ago, when we started meeting with them, said, for sustainability of a group, this is an incredible asset to have a private force that has a vision for the city, owns a vision, has a relationship with city and public sector, but also has a relationship with other private community groups like Rotary that are doing great things. It's really amazing to have a group of private citizens that their aim is to benefit your city, and they have a vision. But the sustainability, in order to have sustainability, we need to hire staff. So that would be our next point. So that, because I think the hardest thing is we've been able to do these, and we've worked a ton on this, but I think the hard thing has been, how do we communicate this better to the public? How do we follow up better with the public? And honestly, it's just been trying to get these things done, and we've all been volunteers, and we're working hours upon hours upon hours. And in order for this to be sustainable, we need to hire staff. We have a board in place, we have bylaws, and we are going to set that vision and move forward from there. So there's a lot of things that we're interested in. Yes, Kathy?
I love the part of the project, the community assembled mosaics.
Yes.
And I wonder if you could talk a little bit about that and the artist too.
Leslie Scott is the name of the artist, and she's with her business is called On the Wall Murals and Mosaics. She, she's passionate, she's very community minded, and actually has come up to Hickory and is very excited about what it can do. She's been up here several times, but she's helped us write a couple of grants and find a couple of grants, and she has incredible experience. If you go, her Facebook page and is really good. If you are able to search Leslie Scott On the Wall, or if you go to her website, On the Wall Murals and Mosaics, and we need to get a link on our webpage for that too. She has incredible experience. She's working with an architectural concrete company called Bowmanite in Charlotte. They've done a lot of the big parks and a lot of the water parks in Charlotte and region. She works with them, so that's how we found her. But she's done parks in Phoenix and all over California, and she's done a lot in Charlotte, and is a finalist for the Knight Foundation grant right now for a project she's doing in Charlotte. So she's incredible.
And how will the community?
How will the community? So we're going to set up hours, so it'll either be 2 full long days, or she'll come up 3 half days a week that she sets up shop. And what we have a group, a committee on our board that's going to go reach out to community groups. And honestly, first to Rotary, who said, hey, we want to have a hands-on, we want to participate in anything that we give to, we want to be part of. We would love a hands-on, we would love to have some of y'all signing up for spots. We'll have spots signed up for you come, and she has, a mesh laid out. She's got colors planned, and you kind of are putting these in place. And I mean, I don't know if you care about the process of the art, but once they're all glued in place, she flips it, has a certain type of glue, and lays it in the cement, has a covering on it, and I mean, that's how it's going to work. But we're really going to reach out all over to schools, to also, and I think we're going to have a great response there. I think it's going to be real easy to get people involved, and we'd like to start that in about a month, but we're trying to firm up details. We're not going to build until we've raised. We have 100% committed because this is our first project. Okay. Steve.
Allison, you and Beth did a wonderful job. Your entire committee has this project together. Is there still a opportunity by buying a brick?
Yes.
Well, maybe you should tell the club.
I would love to. Again, you can always email. We're very easy. friendsoфhickory@gmail.com is a way to reach us, or friendsoфhickory.com is our website. And we have it on the website. On the first page on the website, it says buy bricks. You can buy a 4x8, which is a normal size brick, for $150, or 8x8 for $500. And we really want the bricks to be a big thing, because again, the picture of this park, what it's supposed to represent, is the community being involved on all levels. And we're really excited about that. So we'd love for y'all to get on the website. And there's still the naming up. There's still a lot of our areas of the park have been sponsored, which is great, but no one has named the park yet. So if you're interested in that, contact me afterwards. And that is for, we're asking for $200,000 for that, and it would be in perpetuity. Yes. Oh, you want sold? Number one.
You mentioned following up on sponsorships. You mentioned there was opportunities for sponsorships of part of the
bench.
You want to give us more information?
Yes. So at this point, we have one long bench that has 6 wheel components to it. Each about 3.5 to 4 feet section is, and they're each, it's their own wheel, is $5,000. So it's a great way to honor somebody in your life, or honor your family. It's part of Hickory forever, and you get to tell your story, which is incredible.
And Allison, if somebody wanted to do one of the bid pieces, does it have to be done at once, or can it be done over a couple years?
The pay?
Yeah.
Yes, it can be done over a couple of years, is the short answer. We are open to that. The more, obviously, anything that, I will just be straightforward, anything that you get over a few years, it's a loan, and so you pay interest on it, and so it just puts us more to raise. So we prefer it, but there definitely are a few people, and that's the amount that we've spread out. At 5,000 and above, there are options to go maximum of 3 years. Thank you. Yeah. Frank.
I just want everybody to understand that this was a brainchild of Allison. I remember 3 or 4 years ago I was talking to Roger Young, and he said, Frank, have you talked to Allison and Adrian Holtzman about their plan? And I said, no, I haven't. He said, it is legit, and they're going to make it happen. Nobody has this kind of energy. So Adrian, no, I don't. So you know, she's a doctor. She's not practicing right now, but so she also is the vice chair of the bond commission. I don't think, and Andrea, maybe you could speak to this as well. I don't think there has been anybody in Hickory over the past 10 years who has been more influential to our progress than Allison and her husband. So I don't know.
We have a great board.
She's being humble over here. She says it's a group effort, which I know there's a lot of people that do participate, but we appreciate both your hard work.
You have to have a lot of inspiration in order.
There's a lot of, Beth saying there's got to be a lot of inspiration to get the group moving in the direction. As we all know, with volunteers, it takes a lot to get people moving the right way. We appreciate the program. We appreciate partnering with you and giving us the opportunity to be involved on the front end. We think it's a great partnership and look forward to being involved down the road as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. Ryan, come on down. Remember to sign up for the anniversary luncheon as well as Stop Hunger Now. Let's see what we got today. Okay. So we got how many? 52. Took in $52 a day. I think around $400, give or take, total. We got about probably 50 cards or so. We only had a few days. Last three are 4, 7, 8. President-elect. He's got it. That's not the attitude, Bob. 6 of diamonds. Free lunch, free lunch. Don't forget about the coins in the Alzheimer's buckets as well. Let's close with the 4-way test. Of the things we think, say, and do. Is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?